श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि. We have been immersing ourselves in the beautiful slokas of Shodasaayudha Stotram. Swami Desikan has really blessed us with the most wonderful, reverberating Shodasaayudha Stotram and the glories of Sudarshana. So we have covered so far 5 slokams. Today is the 6th slokam. Ananyanvaya bhaktanam rundan ashamatangajan anankusha viharovaha patu hetishwarankushaha. Here, Ananya Anvaya Bhaktanam, those bhaktas who are not devoted to other devatas. Marandum Puram Tola Mandar, the Paramaikantis, the devotees who are not worshipping, praying to other devatas. That means who are worshipping only Sriman Narayanan Emperuman. And though Narayanane Namakke Paraitaruvan in the lines of Andal. And these devatas, these bhaktas who are praying to only Emperuman, they are ekantins, means they are devoted only to Perumal. And they pray even for worldly enjoyment, material pleasures, for their promotion, for their education, for their marriage, for their offspring, for their children's wedding, promotions, betterments, better living, mangalams, grandsons, well-being, welfare, and the list is endless. So here Swami mentions very many times we, the bhaktas of Sriman Narayana, the bhaktas of only Sriman Narayana. So he is speaking on our behalf. And we get into greed, we get into lust, we get into perashai. We want anything and everything in this world, whatever we see. New iPhone is released, we want that. Even though we have a very good phone with us. And that's greed. Ananya Anvaya Bhaktanam Asha Madangajan. Asha, the desire, the greed. Madangajan, the elephant-like desire, mammoth desire, huge desire. Rundan, stopped. It is being stopped by Sudarshana Alvan. When we pray to Sudarshana ensures that he prevents such desire coming into our mind and leading us astray, leading us go haywire. So, Anankushaha Viharaha, the one who can go travel anywhere without any interruption, without any hurdle, without any challenges. Hetishwaraha, Tiruvali Alvan, the chief of Heti, the chief of Ayudam. His Ankushaha, the Maveti Engira Ayudam. His Ankushaha, he has got a Ankusham, the spear-like thing, and he holds that in his hand. Vafpatu, may they protect you. May this divine weapon, the Ankusham, the goad, G-O-A-D, goad, the Mahut, the Yanai Pahan, the Mahut, he has the goad in his hand and he pricks the goad on the elephant's head. Thereby, the elephant gets disciplined and starts behaving well. So, when bhaktas who are totally devoted to Emperuman and never even think of Anya Devatas, Ananya Anvaya, desire for worldly enjoyment, when they desire for materialistic pleasures, when they are greedily desirous of these things, Tiruvali Alvan will control them, will monitor them, will discipline them with his ankusham, the goad, like an ankusham controlling the majestic elephant. May this divine weapon, the ankusham, with such an uninterrupted leelai, with such an uninterrupted travel, protect you all, Swami Desikan mentions. So here, what we need to enjoy is that Yanaigal, the elephant, when they get angered, when they get matam, they completely or they create a racket, chaos, and they even kill people. They tramp on anything because of their sheer size and their strength and their hugeness. So they they should be controlled, they should be tamed, and the mahout, whatever he says, they should listen to. And in order to do that, they have a maveti, the ankusham, the goad, kept on the elephant's ear. They hold on to it. They just hang the goad on the elephant ear, and the mahout would be sitting on the elephant. So when there is an issue with the elephant, they take that and hit or prick or slightly stroke on the head of the elephant. And Ma is elephant, Vetti is taming, controlling. So Ma Vetti. And it is made of iron and it is quite sharp. So here Ankusham, Kusham. Means beautiful, which means sharp, and Kushaha is darba, like the darbai grass. It is quite sharp, it is quite strong, it is quite firm, and hence Kushaha. So this Kushaha enables the elephant to be controlled and tamed. Even elephant has got on its head the two small mountain-like thing, and it is called and this the two mundu, and this their elephant is a pachyderm, which means the thick skin. But however, the gap between those two mundus, the two small mounts, is quite soft. And if there is a mosquito or a fly or an insect which bites in between those two, then the elephant gets a severe pain and it might even harm the elephant. So that's why elephant keeps pouring the sand on its head, so that there is no mosquito or an insect or a fly that sits on it. The people who are an experts in gajam, the elephant, generally mention this, that the elephant pours the sand on it just to prevent these things from happening. And same way, the ankusham is hit in between those two mounts, so that it pains the elephant and it pricks the elephant on the softer portion, and the elephant gets disciplined, controlled. So why Swami Desikan mentions this elephant and this ankusham to compare with us? Because the greed, the lust, the lustful desires, and the perashai, that is even bigger than the elephant. And to control that, one needs to have an ankusham. And Sudarshana Alvan has that ankusham with which he will control us. By just thinking of Sudarshana Alvan, all our wrong, lustful, worldly pleasures, desires for that, desires for more and more wealth, all that would go away and we would get vairagyam. And Swami also mentions in Yatiraja Saptati, same about the elephant. Asha matanga jaganan avishat hyavegan pade yadikshiti brita prasabam nirundan karyakatahavakratu halibi paresham kanne sayesha kavitarkika simmanataha. He mentions this slokam in Yatiraja Saptati 72 as well as in Sri Satadushani. Swami takes this slokam and he says, the elephants that come to the water, that come to drink water, which creates turbulence throughout the forest, and they fell very many trees in the forest. They create a racket in the forest, and then they come to the pond to drink water. When they drink water with that sound, immediately inside the cave, the lions would be sleeping, and they come out of it and start roaring, the lion. When the roar is heard by the elephants that come to the water streams to drink, they get terrified. They get so shivered. They get scared and they are afraid, listening to the loud roar of the lion, and would stay back in groups of the mountain and they would run away with fear. So Swami mentions that the moment the Paramata, the other religious, other non-Vaidika matam, people of them, when they listen to Kavitarkika Simhanatham, these elephants would simply be controlled and run away. And so similarly, all our desires are also controlled and run away when the Sudarshan Alvan roars with his Ankusham. Ananyanvaya Bhaktana. So these bhaktas who do not worship anyone else other than Sriman Narayanan. Yeruttukkodiyudayanum Piramanum Indiranum மற்றும் ஒருத்தரும் இப்பிறவி நோய்க்கு மருந்தருவாருமில்லை. மருத்துவனாய் நின்ற மாமணி வண்ணா பெரியாழ்வார் mentions that எருத்துக்கொடியுடையான், the Rishabha Vahanan, Piraman, Chaturmukha Piraman, Devendran, they all do not know the medicine for the samsaric affliction, for the samsaric karmic disease. They do not know the medicine. And the only one who knows the medicine, as well as who is the doctor, is Sriman Narayanan, Beshajam Bishak. So he is the one. So people who do not get such crystal clear jnanam by learning from these alvars, who are not ekantins, who are not exclusively devoted to Sriman Narayanan, they would be completely going astray because of asha pashashatair baddaha. So they would be completely caught with asha pasham, and they with the hundreds of desires, and would pray to them, and those devatas, because of the grace of Sriman Narayana, would grant them, and they would be led astray. And hence by showing these desires, the elephants would go on the rampage, and hence there is no way that we can feed the elephants. There is no end by feeding the elephant. Yaanaikku teeni pottu maalade. And hence we need to be careful. There is a character by name Kaya Shandikai in Manimegalai who used to feel hungry always. Like when Rama built the Setu, the bridge across the ocean in Dhanushkoti, the monkeys dropped the huge rocks to fill the ocean and build a bridge. Similarly, Swami Desikan mentions that Akhandair Brahmandairapi. So even if we bring the Swarna, golden, huge mountains and try to fill with on our desires, still these greeds would never go. In the Perashayagira Yanai Pashi Adangade. And hence all that we need to do is to pray to Sudarshana to bless us with the right mind to get rid of the greed and lustful desires. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyosmi.